Welcome back everyone to what is the first video on the new project car, which is the I've got a 2016 plate 3 Series M Sport. Today we're just going to be installing the dash cam. It's a Nextbase dash cam, and I'll be using the normal Nextbase hardwiring kit like I normally do. Much like the GLE from the other day, unfortunately all the fuse boxes up the front are live all the time, and I'm going to have to use the fuse box in the boot. So there will be some extra cabling again today, but it shouldn't be too difficult. So we'll crack on. I'll explain what I do in each part as we go along, but it's really simple. You need limited tools and limited equipment. So we'll crack on. Okay, so this is the I'm going to be using the 212G by Nextbase. Like I say, I had it in my Mercedes. Obviously I'll be using the normal Nextbase hardwiring kit as always. Don't get me wrong, they're 20 quid, but the quality's there, and you can always take it out when you sell the car and put it in the new one, so it's not too much of an issue. Obviously with that you do get the fuse jumpers, the little Faraday anti-interference magnet. What else do you need? Hard mount, secure mount for the camera. Not usually, but today you're going to need some electrical cable to run it to the back, and then some bullet connectors, crimp tool, and maybe some spanners. But like I say, I'll explain as we go along. So as always, I'll try and put it in behind the rear view mirror as best as possible. Then what we're going to do is run the cable along behind the headliner, down, following it down, and then what I want to use is behind this panel here is the fuse box, but there is going to be an earthing point there. I want to put all the cabling into there and then run the power cable through the car underneath the seals, obviously all the way through underneath the rear seat, which I might take out just to make it easier, which isn't too difficult. It's just a case of pulling up at the front in the middle. Where are we? Try and find it, but yeah, and then running the cable through. Okay, so what I ended up doing is just bundling the cable up, and I've just put a little cable tie around there just behind where the airbag switch sits. Nice little thing, and just in there is a nice little earth point as well. So now it's just a case of running the cable down through the car to connect up the power to there. Okay, so you've got the cable coming up, tucked in underneath the carpet bit there. You're coming up through in here. It's just a case of now putting the female bullet connector on there, either heat shrinking it or taping it, and then that's the front part done. You can start putting all the panels back on and this back together, but that'll be the front part done. Okay, so now we're coming into wiring the fuse in the back. So what we're going to be doing is obviously using the jumper fuses. Now you've got a couple of options. This bank here, the third one down, 162, starts at 160, 161, 162. So the third one down there is for your auxiliary power sockets. Now this bank here is switched live, however it does stay on for 10 minutes after you've turned the car off. So obviously if you wanted the dash cam to stay on for sort of 10 minutes, it draws less than an amp. Like, we're talking milliamps, so it's hardly going to drain the battery. So if you wanted the camera to stay on for an extra 10 minutes before turning off, then obviously you can use 162. If you don't wish, this bank here is switched live. Now the top one, which is the 5 amp one at the very top, I think it's 143. That's, I think, if I remember rightly, for the window regulators or something along those lines. So that is obviously an auxiliary power. It's not a main power source, so we can use that one without any real issues. So it's up to you whether you use 143, which is switched live, so the camera will turn on and off as you turn the ignition on and off, or you can use 162, like I say, which is the third one down, which stays on for 10 minutes after the car has been locked. So I'll leave that up to you. Okay, so that's the cable now in a place. Obviously just tuck the cable down behind. So that's the install complete now. It's just a case of just putting the cover back in the boot and setting up the camera. Obviously, if the video was helpful, please give it a like. Please subscribe to the channel. Got quite a few more videos coming up on the F30. We're gonna have the full complete M performance kit, like body kit, exhausts, and what else are we doing? And a full install of the Android 10.1 head unit, including reversing camera. So I've got all that coming up soon as well. So please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.